Guys, imagine having an AI tool that can help you code, solve problems, and even manage complex projects, all from your computer. Sounds pretty cool, right? Well, that's what we're checking out today. I'm Daniel. Welcome to my channel where I make smart tutorials. In this video, we're exploring GLM 4.6 from Z.AI. I'll show you how it handles real coding tasks, works with different tools, and what makes it stand out, even if you're new to AI coding assistants. I'll walk you through everything step by step, we'll test it on real examples, see its speed and efficiency, and check out how it integrates with other coding tools. Also, I've left all the useful links in the description down below, so don't forget to check them out. Let's jump in and see what this AI can really do. My friends, we're going to test GLM 4.6. It's the brand new model from Z.AI. It was just released and is already being recognized as one of the best coding models from China. So what's new in GLM 4.6? First of all, it's an evolution of the previous version, 4.5, but now with a focus on agent programming. The model has 355 billion parameters, out of which 32 billion are actively used. The context window has been expanded to 200,000 tokens, which means you can now work with massive projects and long files at the same time. Key improvements include much better coding performance. On benchmarks, GLM 4.6 competes directly with Claude Sonnet 4, especially in complex debugging and when working with external tools. Another important addition is vision support. You can upload a screenshot of your layout and instantly get ready to use code. There's also web search through MCP guide for up-to-date information. And now the most interesting part, the price. The GLM coding plan starts from just $3 to $15 per month, which is 7 times cheaper than Claude, while giving you 3 times more usage. Folks, the model integrates with popular coding agents, from Claude, Klein, and OpenCode to Clio and Roo, as well as many others. Now, I'm going to show you a few practical examples of working with GLM 4.6 so you can see its capabilities in real-world tasks. Let's start with something simple but impressive. We'll start with a classic web development project, a to-do app. This time, we'll make it visually appealing with a modern design and smooth animations. I'll include all the instructions in the prompt and ask it to use only HTML, CSS, and vanilla JavaScript. I'll also enable Deep Think, and I can choose to turn web search on or off. You can upload up to 10 files per project, each up to 50 megabytes. Once that's ready, we send it off for generation. Guys, the GLM 4.6 agent starts thinking and immediately begins generating the app. You can see the speed, it's practically instant. We can view all the generated code, and as requested, it's pure HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Let's test it. I'll add an action, and we can mark tasks as completed, delete them, or clear them all. So in just a few seconds, we got a fully working result. We can also share this project, edit it, and even launch the deployed website directly on their domain. Now let's try out the powerful API features of this model. We'll use GLM 4.6 together with the coding plan for Claude. Here's what we need to do step by step. First, copy the Claude installation and run it in the terminal. Then move into our project folder. I'm preparing a timer project here. I run the command Claude, which requests access to the timer folder. Now let's configure it so that instead of using Claude, it will work with GLM. We'll use manual configuration for our Claude agent. First, we replace the base URL with the Z source link. Done. Second, we replace the variable with our API key. Inside the platform, there's an API section where we can create a new key, give it a name, copy it, delete it, and manage it freely. So I paste my API key into the console. For security reasons, I won't show my personal key. Next, my friends, we update the model configuration to ensure it's pulling directly from GLM. I go into the root folder, and if there's a Claude folder with a JSON settings file, I either edit it or create one. I select the right configuration, save it, and now our config is set. Let's check. We give full terminal access, proceed, and now we can see the model in use is GLM 4.6. So our data and our model are running through the API correctly. Now let's write a prompt to generate our project. For example, I want a Pomodoro timer in a single HTML file, using pure HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. We launch it, and the language model starts thinking. It says it will create a Pomodoro timer with all the requested features, and immediately begins building it. It asks if I want to create this file. I approve edits for the session, and the file is written. The structure is developed, everything is generated. The result is a comprehensive Pomodoro timer with all the features I asked for. The link is here, we can just open it and test. Folks, the timer looks fantastic, with a clean interface, and includes all kinds of buttons and multiple timer options. The performance is impressive, fast and smooth, and remember, we're still working with Claude Code, but powered by a stronger and faster model. Finally guys, let's use another excellent tool, Cline, a plugin for Visual Studio Code. We follow the instructions, install Cline in VS Code, and click Trust Publisher during installation. After a successful install, we open Cline and paste the API key link. We select the OpenAI compatible router, set the base URL from the instructions, and paste our API key from the panel. For the model ID, we choose GLM 4.6. Then we hit Let's Go and the model is connected. Now let's launch a task. I enter a prompt. Build me a weather widget in an HTML file. Cline immediately starts generating using GLM 4.6, and once again the speed is outstanding. We hit Save, another API request is sent, and Cline asks to open it in the browser. We approve, and here's our weather app. We've got clouds, sunshine, and we can search for cities. For example, right now in Sydney, it is cloudy. The number visibility could be better, but you can tweak it. All in all, it's a great result. Alright, my friends, let's wrap this up with some final thoughts. GLM 4.6 is really impressive. It handles coding tasks with speed and precision, and it's versatile enough to work with different tools and projects. You can see how it could save time and make coding a lot more efficient. Even if you're new to AI coding assistants, experimenting with GLM 4.6 gives you a good idea of what modern AI can do. It's not just about writing code faster. It's about having a reliable helper that can assist with problem solving and project management. So what do you think? Are you going to try GLM 4.6, or are you curious to explore more examples first? If you're excited to try it out, or if you've already used it and have some thoughts to share, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your experiences. Don't forget to hit that like button if you found this video helpful, and subscribe for more tutorials. Thanks for watching, until next time.